All right, we live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing this evening? It is your favorite cousin, Jody Skywalker, with my man, my favorite uncle, Uncle Pudge, aka the closer, and the boy the author, back for a little Sunday night podcast. We coming to kick it with y'all for a little bit this Sunday night, and we're gonna talk a little bit of football to y'all this evening. How my good brothers doing this evening?
Cooler, man. Cooler.
My boy DH back
I'm
from
in there. Good, good.
all right. My boy DH back from a little sick leave, but he here with us.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. So listen, we all had a bunch of football games. We all caught all them games, and so let's we gonna hop into these big playoff games that we just watched. And what did we take from these playoff games? Because I honestly thought they were pretty trash. I called them right from the jump. I said Alabama played Cincinnati. I said I got Bama by 17 and I got Georgia by 20. And from that point, I was pretty spot on. I wasn't spot on, but I was pretty close. So I don't know. The Big Ten looked it very defeated. Besides Ohio State with that comeback win against Utah, the Big Ten looked it very defeated. And then you had Notre Dame, who came out and had a flat ass second half. I mean, scored 28 points in the first half and play like shit the second half. It was just like, man, like y'all boys just didn't feel like showing up today.
What? We only lost 3 games.
Who?
The rest of them won.
What? Notre Dame? Tell you talking about Notre Dame? Wait. Oh, you talking about the Big Ten? What was it? What's the Big Ten bowl record right now? Hold on. Can you hear me, Telly? Oh, I don't know if it's.
He probably having trouble hearing you.
Oh, Telly, can you hear me? Oh, I don't think he can hear me. But we'll see. We'll get Telly right with his I think his thing might be slow or frozen. I think his internet cutting out. But DH, what you thought about some of these supposedly great college football games that turned out to be?
I can hear you now.
You can hear me now? Oh, okay. You said they only lost 3 games. Who you talking about?
No. Notre Dame blew a lead.
That's what I'm saying. They gave up a they came in.
The rest of the Big Ten won.
No,
we only lost 3.
Yeah, Penn State lost to Arkansas.
Yeah, I can hear you. My internet janking up.
Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to look at the Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota part of the Big Ten, they won. All right. Well, okay. So for what it looked like,
I can hear you just fine.
You can hear me just fine now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I was just talking about some of these games, and some of the bowl games were entertaining, and some of them were just flat out disappointing. I think the bigger ones was very disappointing. The Rose Bowl.
I'm listening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
He on a delay. His delay. His thing delaying him.
Oh, his internet delaying him.
Yeah.
Tell your internet delaying you. Hold on. Is delay. Oh, so DH, what you thought about some of these bowl games that were supposed to be good games this weekend?
Well, my thing, bro, like I said, I'm not a huge college fan, but college football fan, except for like the bigger games. And I know this was supposed to be the bigger game, but for the rankings that the teams had, they were two basically like lopsided games. Um, I think that's where when a lot of people say um, comparing NFL games or NFL ball to college ball. I think that's where one of the differences probably come in at, because it's like NFL NFL football. I mean, not NFL football, but the playoffs in the league, for the most part, get just that. Like, you gonna get that
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 that that good
that
game.
competition, yeah. Versus like the college is, because it's when you kind of factor in college and kind of think about college ball, to me, it's kind of like a bunch of it's like a all-star team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have guys, you have all the major, like all the talent. They meet up in one thing in one at one school. You might have dudes that they may be cool. A lot of guys, like for instance, my little brother, when he was in high school, hell, he was in camp with Will Fuller. Like, let me see, the dudes that's in the league right now. He was in camp with Will Fuller.
He a quarterback
Who, Will Fuller?
he the
The
quarterback.
receiver. The receiver. Now for Miami. Well, now he with Miami. He played at Notre Dame though, the wide receiver, a mixed dude.
Will Fuller.
Yeah,
Okay. No,
yeah,
that's another dude. Okay, Will Fuller. I think he played for the Dolphins, if I'm not mistaken, right now.
yeah. So, you got these guys that meet up in camp, and they become cool, and they might build a relationship with each other. So it's like, bruh, did such and such, did Bama offer you? Yeah, bro, they offered me. Well, I'm the number one ranked receiver in the nation. You the number 5 ranked receiver in the nation. Let's link up, bro. And go. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I know it don't always work out like that, but a lot of times you just basically with the with college, you got cats from all over meeting up. Just like the NFL, you got this talent, but it's just a whole different vibe. Nothing against college. I mean, like I said, of course you got to have that to get to the league and stuff like that. But it's just a different vibe. I'm not one to just sit there and watch a college game. Now, like the national title game, I'll watch it, because it's supposed to be, it's basically, Super Bowl of college football, so I watch most of that. But I don't be as hyped for it as I do an NFL game.
True that. True that. Well, I know for a fact that these playoff games were super disappointing this year. They were mostly one-sided blowouts, and I just go back on the point where they need to do something better with these playoff systems, because there's a certain point where it's like, bro, we keep saying the same 3 teams in the playoffs every single year, and
That too.
it's getting kind of boring, and so I'm just like, yeah, no, um, it was everything we knew when they did the rankings. We knew Bama was going to beat Cincinnati. I mean, it was nice to see Cincinnati get in there, you know what I'm saying? Because they've been kind of playing underdog football for the last 2 years. So it was nice to see them get in there. But it's like, yeah, y'all got in there and couldn't even put up an offensive touchdown. Michigan, you had a great year. You know what I'm saying? You beat Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? You did your thing this year. But I kind of figured that Georgia defensive line was going to be too much for them. And it was exactly that. That boy had no time to really throw the ball. They didn't get their only touchdown till late in the game, till after Georgia's defense stopped really giving a damn. And so it was just to a point where I was just like, all right, I'm done watching this. This is kind of crappy. Like I said, some of the smaller bowl games were good games. Baylor and Ole Miss, I thought that was going to be a shootout, but that ended up being 21-7. I was like, that was a little bit of a surprise to me. I said Utah and what was it? Utah and Ohio State. I thought Utah was gonna run away from that, but I almost thought them boys was gonna go up 21-0. But Ohio State came back and I can't think of his name. The wide receiver for Ohio State, bruh had 11 catches, 325 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I was just like, this man snapped tonight.
Yeah.
They couldn't cover that man for nothing.
Yeah. I do think one of the beauties sometimes why college games are better because those guys they're playing for a real reason. They're playing to try to get to that bread. So sometimes I do feel like that the games are better from that angle of it.
Yeah, so those are some pretty good games. But I'm just like, man, listen, I'm just kind of tired of seeing the same couple teams in the playoffs, like
Bama, Clemson, Bama, Georgia, yeah,
Bama, Oklahoma.
Yeah,
that's about it, man.
It's basically been a rotation of like all the title games being consistent of those three teams in some way, shape, or form, and that's the thing. Like that doesn't happen in NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just one of the things I mean right there is all you got to do is just keep recycling these top recruits, and
that's what Nick Saban been doing for years. Everybody been trying to figure out, how is Nick Saban keep doing what he doing? I'm like, he's just recruiting, you know. Yep. Listen, if I can get this year's 5-star recruit to sit out for 2 seasons and learn my system, and guess what? When next year when that 5-star recruit go to the NFL, boom, I got one right behind him. So that's all he doing is recruiting and just reloading the same quality of players.
Right, and that's my point. You know, that's the thing, bro. It's like damn. You know what more is there? You know what I'm saying? Like because
I don't know. We just want to see something different. As a people, we just want to see something different, man. We just want to see something different. When we talking about something different, boy, we gonna hop on this boy Antonio Brown. Bruh. What the hell is this thing a problem?
Dog.
What's going on with this man?
I'm gonna say it like this. Now, I've been here. I was reading trying to read up a couple different things on what even happened. Because last thing I had seen was Brady was like, you know, man, we got to tighten up, and I seen him look at Brady was like, let's go. Supposedly, like what I'm hearing is he got benched. Now, somebody made a statement. One of my teammates posted on his page, and he's a Bucs fan, that they were trying to say he got benched because he was close to hitting a $333,000 incentive on his contract.
But like he was close to hitting 2 $333,000 incentives and one $3 million incentive. So that was $3.6 million that he could have probably hit today. Now, the fact that the Bucs were down for most of the game, I'm pretty sure him catching another touchdown and
wouldn't have mattered.
Wouldn't have mattered if it was going to win.
And that's what I was trying to figure out.
They fighting for position. To kind of get them top seeds. You know what I'm saying? Because it could still play out because the Bucs might mess around and not get like a low seed in the playoffs. So they still fighting for position in the playoffs to get a top seed. So I don't think the Bucs bench Antonio Brown.
I don't think so.
Pay him.
I don't think so. It wouldn't really. Mentally, it wouldn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't make coming from a mental spot for myself. Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense.
It don't. I mean, I understand. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes shit be looking a little weird, but that right there, then man, I kind of seen that post too. It was like, so you think they did that shit so they wouldn't pay the man?
Yeah.
Bro, he still got you do realize that this season they go into the playoffs. So you mean to tell me he wouldn't have got that touchdown somewhere in the playoffs?
So that's the thing. So now I do know that when it comes to the contracts, sometimes it has to be by a certain week. It has to be by the end of a certain game and stuff like that. Um, it be so many. It's so many things in those contracts that a lot of us from the outside like don't know what go
Don't
on.
see.
Like yeah, and like we automatically see a player sign $100 million contract,
Oh yeah,
and
we
we
know.
feel
I
like
know you're probably only getting about 60 of that after everything's said and done.
you see
That's
players
why.
fight for guaranteed money, bro. Like
Yeah,
you could have a
absolutely.
$100 million contract
But only
and
20 of it be
20 could be
guaranteed.
guaranteed. You know what I mean? And then a lot of people don't realize that, don't understand. Um, so I don't know. Again, I don't see it making sense that they would do that. It would just be stupid to take that chance unless they just felt like it's the Jets. We can still come back on the Jets, but that would be on Bruce. Bruce would like really have to have a beef with Antonio Brown. I
But
think some popped
he never
off,
had. From
some
what from
popped
what
off.
I feel like it got heated too. But from what they say, according to reports, he was actually refused to go back in the game. So from what I've heard, because I've seen that too, right? And my boy Telly saying the same thing, right? He refused to go back in the game. So Bruce, because like Antonio Brown isn't in every receiver package. Like let's be real. Antonio Brown's 5'10", 180 pounds probably, right? So it's like in certain packages they're gonna want a bigger receiver lineup. So he's not gonna be in the game all the time. So I'm pretty sure Bruce probably pulled him so they can get more physicality, especially if they need guys to go out there and run block. You know what I'm saying? So Antonio Brown isn't the ideal receiver that you want to have blocking on the edge. You know what I'm saying? He's no Steve Smith. You know, he's not gonna go out there and give those nasty blocks. So from what they're saying is he refused to go back in the game after Bruce Arians told him to go back in the game. And so let's see. Bruce Arians, Mike Singleton, Tom. So yeah, so that's what I've read like other places too. I was watching the thing and they said they told him either you go in the game or you hit the showers, basically. And Antonio Brown left. And so
See that, bro? Like I can wholeheartedly see that, bro. It's like this. These guys, these guys get to the point to where they feel like their status makes them untouchable. A lot of them feel like who they are as an NFL player makes them untouchable. And bruh, I don't care who you are, you ain't bigger than the game. If Michael Vick was an example to everybody in the NFL, bro, listen, there was no NFL star bigger than number 7 in Atlanta, Georgia at that time. There was nobody bigger. I think first $100 million contract,
Mike
bro. Like,
Mike Vick had the first $100 million contract for any player in NFL football. And you know what? We actually talked about this a while ago. And it's like, bro, Mike Vick, you committed one of the only 3 things that you really can't come back from in public. Is that you domestic abuse, on the whole pedophile shit, and animal abuse. Those 3 right there, you ain't coming back from that. Like you can kill somebody and they'll welcome you back. You do one of them
bro,
3, you can't do that. You got caught funding a dogfighting operation, bro. Stupid.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
man.
he was fortunate to
Hey,
even get what he got,
it made an example out of his dumbass, right?
bro.
So I see your point. If Michael Vick can get it, bro, you are nowhere near exempt from this.
Bro,
To
I'm
get
telling you, you think about it, bro. Like you think about it. None of these guys and they give chance after chance, but none of these guys that's in the NFL right now acting up. Antonio Brown, you had a star caliber at one time. You still got a little name, but bro, none of these guys was Michael Vick, and bro, they took everything from him, dog. Shoe endorsements, bro, this man lost everything, bro. You know, and
On some ignorant shit.
bro, I'm telling you. So these guys, a lot of these guys, you know, AB, he from down south and stuff, and bro, like,
You from Florida, right?
he from like Miami area, bro. So, but it's mindsets, bro. Like it boils down to mindset. A lot of what happens with a lot of these cats is, um, they feel like changing their mindset, selling out. It's not the case. You gotta be smart because you can still keep it real. You can keep your homeboys. Y'all can be cool, but you're the person in that light. So therefore, it's gonna be you that get feelings a lot. Like you're gonna get in trouble. Like you can do anything, bruh. As a ball player, you can be in a club chilling. A shooting it don't have anything to do with you. You in the club chilling, it's a shooting in that club. It ain't got nothing to do with you.
But your name gonna
Word,
get you.
your word gonna be
Name gonna
Antonio
get
Brown in a club where there was a shooting. Just cause you were in there, bro. And like a lot of these cats, they don't get that. And they still wanna be that homeboy and hang out in bad situations, bro. You can't do that. Like you can't do it. You can keep it real. You can give back to your community. You can still stay humble, but it's just certain things that you can't do when you reach a certain.
yeah, it's a certain level of. It's one of them things like this. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you're the one with millions and millions of dollars to lose, and don't lose a possible empire for a nigga that's selling, you know what I'm saying, sacks on the corner trying to keep it real to him. Because that's stupid as shit. That's dumb as hell. Like, bro, if I'm a million, if I'm out here making 30, 40 million dollars a year, I gotta cut some niggas off and they say I'm faking, I'm a sellout, then you know what? I think long as I stand in my own, like, long as I can look myself in the mirror and say, you know what, I'd be a sellout if I had to cut a couple niggas off from the block. If it's gonna keep me my empire, I'd be a sellout there. Because I'm not about to lose everything trying to impress somebody who won't even touch the taxes that are taken out of my check.
Not doing it, bro. It's just simple as that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And if y'all are really my boys, y'all gonna respect the fact that it's just certain shit I can't do. You know, right. as a star.
Oh God. So the Cowboys lost today.
So it's always a pleasure for me seeing the Cowboys lose. They lost Arizona. At this point, I don't care. I'm a Niners fan, so at this point, I don't care about the Cardinals winning because we can't catch them anyway. So, but it's always a pleasure to see the Cowboys lose.
They fought. Speaking of the Niners, boy, yeah. I was watching that game against the Texans, and I'm gonna be real with you. Boy, it was some bad calls in that game.
Yeah, it was a lot of bad calls.
Bad calls, and I'm sitting there looking like if I was the Texans coach, I'd be on the phone with the head of referees, because when the quarterback for the Texans threw that interception, and the 49er cornerback was taking it back, and the dude grabbed him, and then they punched the ball out. And they said he stopped the forward progress, and I was sitting there looking.
Yeah, I just seen that on the highlight. Yeah,
I was like, "Woo, that was iffy." And then the pass interference call, and then that non-holding call. Now, DH, you play D line or O line?
O line.
You O line. So DH, if a man wrap his forearms around your neck, wouldn't that be cause for a flag?
Yeah, bro. It should have been holding, bro. It like the thing about it is holding happens on every play. Some of them are just so clear, man.
That's what I'm saying. Holding happens on every. But yeah, man, boy hit me one of these right here, and I was like, oh yeah, bro. You got to call it. You got to call
bro. Yeah, you got to call it. These referees, man, I ain't gonna, bro. Listen,
this has been a horrible officiating season, bro. It's been horrible. It's been some calls, and I be sitting back like how you missed that call,
bro. bro. Them zebra stripes will will get you, boy. I ain't gonna even cap. Them zebra stripes will mess you up.
Cincinnati pulled off a close one
Yeah.
today, with Kansas City.
Yes.
That's like I think that's Kansas City first loss in like 9 weeks, bro.
Yeah. I love that. I like that. I like that L. I kind of became like a little Kansas City hater. I guess you can say one since they beat us in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. But I like Pat Mahomes. Don't get me wrong, bro. Like, and he's a nice quarterback. I just think they praise him, bro, like some GOAT type shit, and he hasn't reached that level yet, bro.
Well, because it's like he's so young and he's having this
Yeah,
success that he's having. I think that's why they're so
yeah,
on the praise. But it's not Patrick Mahomes. It's Pat Mahomes boy because that's my dog.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They're gonna be straight. They're gonna always be in it, bro, because they're.
Your mic straight? Is that my mic or your mic? Oh, I think his mic cut out. But yeah, he pretty much saying that they're gonna be straight because it's Patrick Mahomes that's always gonna be there. But I think that they kind of setting Patrick Mahomes up on a pedestal, which I can kind of understand how some people feel like that because Patrick Mahomes has been put up on a pedestal ever since he won that Super Bowl. So we all covered the Rams beat the Ravens 19-20. That's like the Ravens' third or fourth loss in a row. They don't. I know they're not. They're playing without Lamar Jackson, so I think at this point the Ravens are kind of just letting their Super Bowl, letting their playoff hopes go because I don't know what the hell to think about their issues at this point in the season. So we'll recap some more games. The Colts lost to the Raiders. That was 20-23. It seems like a pretty mundane game. I mean, the Raiders and the Colts both played like shit. Be honest with you. Z Jones had 120 yards catching. So yeah, that was pretty mundane game. And then the rest of the NFL seemed pretty mundane today because nothing really happened. Hold up. The Seahawks dog walked the Lions. The Lions lost today. Surprise, surprise. So, damn. The Lions lost today, so that's not a surprise.
Hey.
Yeah, I was just doing a little recap. I said that the Patriots and the Lions put up 50 pieces today.
Yeah. Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. This is gonna be a hell of a playoff. I ain't count. This one first thing first. I was originally against the new thing, the extra game add in and all that right there. But I like it. One, you get that extra team that get to go to the playoffs. And two, it's making football to me. It's making this season, bro, probably one of the better seasons, more competitive seasons, I'll say, that I've seen because you only get that one seed. Only that one seed get that bye. You know what I mean?
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. Last year it threw me for a loop because I'm sitting there watching it, right? And I'm watching the game and I'm looking at the number 2 seed play, and I'm like, did I miss something? And then I was like, that extra team, that means one team didn't get a bye. So I was like, damn, they took me that bye. So it is. It's like if you want that bye, you gotta be number 1.
And you look at it, bro, like you look at it, especially the NFC. Bro, you're gonna have like 4 teams, 3 or 4 teams finish with 11 games won on their schedule, dog. Like, bro, normally 11 win season, you easily got a bye week normally. It's like, nah, bro, you gonna have like two teams of like 11-6 or 11-5 or 12 and
I think
12
it's
and
gonna
4.
be 11-6 because
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
17 games, right? They doing 17 games now. So yeah, it'll be 11-6. But like you gonna actually have one of them teams, bro, that's gonna be at least like 12-4 playing in the wild card weekend.
You gonna have a couple teams that's gonna be 12-4 playing in the
Two,
wild
yeah,
card. To be
yeah.
honest with you, I won't be surprised. Look, hold on, let's look it up right now. Hold on, let's give us a split second to look at standings right now.
Nah, they ain't gonna repeat, man. They got too many. They got
There's
too
like too
many.
many injuries at wide receiver.
Yeah, too many issues, and
Mike,
most of all that secondary. Right now, Green Bay looking hella good. I would like us, but first of all, our secondary is blah.
I
But
say this: if the Rams, I say this: if the Bucks will probably lose to the Rams or the Cardinals. Because I'm gonna say this: the Cardinals and the Rams have the offensive weapons to go against that Buck secondary. And if you mess around and give Kyler Murray just this much room, little man to take off on you in a quick, fast, and a hurry. So,
the only reason why I like the Bucks over, I'm gonna tell you the only reason why I like the Bucks over one of them is playoff experience. Stafford technically don't have it. I mean, he played in I think one playoff game maybe. Kyler Murray haven't got the experience of it really. Brady a different animal in the
I tell you what,
in the playoffs.
Brady is a different animal. Brady's a different animal in the playoffs. But we seen when they got shut out by the Saints how
Right.
Brady got exposed when you don't have those elite weapons because you gave Brady that same shit that he had in New England and he played like trash. You got dudes running the wrong routes. Then they started double teaming Grunt. It's like we're gonna double team Grunt and that's gonna be it. We're gonna make you throw to all these trash receivers. So I don't. If the Bucks are going to repeat, they're going to have to make Mike Evans a priority. Antonio Brown's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he done.
He's done.
One of them youngsters got to step up, bro.
Yeah. So unless the Bucks wide receiver core steps up, I don't see them repeating either. I can't.
Yeah, it's hard for me to see.
Stafford got 3 playoff games.
Yeah, yeah. I think in the event of playoff battle, they won't be able to stand the Rams. I think they're gonna kind of like self. I mean, they defense hell, but yeah, I don't see them really getting it, bro. I must say that the Cowboys are playing good ball, but the Cowboys are the Cowboys, so they always self
Right.
destruct.
Hey, I'm gonna pull a Stephen A. Smith. They the Cowboy. We just
Yeah.
wait for them to implode at least
Yeah.
one day. We wait for them to implode at least one time.
And we might actually draw them first round of the playoffs with the seeding, depends on how the seeding is. We might draw them the first round.
Y'all might. That'll probably be a game.
We might draw. We got to get. We just got to get physical with them. I think we can personally outfit. Physicality.
So with the NFC right now, Green Bay is number 1 at 12-3.
Mm-hmm.
LA and Tampa Bay are tied for number 2 with at 12-4. But
which the Rams should be winning because they got the tiebreaker.
I'm about to say the Rams got the tiebreaker win. So if the Rams and the Bucks win next week, which they should, both of them, you would have LA number 2, Tampa. Well, then again, no. Well, no, Tampa,
LA.
3.
LA's gonna finish number 3. We got Bucks fans. We got you. We got the Niners. Got the Rams.
Oh, you got this.
Yeah, we Bucks fans. We got y'all. Don't worry about it. Y'all get that number 2 seed. But we gonna go ahead and knock the Rams off for y'all. Okay.
Where you there we go. That's some breaking news. Matt Nagy probably gone after the season because baby, what the fuck was that this season? So okay, so then Dallas would be number 4 with at 12-5 for the season. Well, no, that's not even true because even if Arizona wins, Arizona got that tiebreaker. So we don't even have a proper seat until next week. So we literally wait until end
Yeah.
of the week to get a proper seating for the NFC. And it's the same thing with the AFC. You got 2 teams, Kansas City and Tennessee, that are 11-5. You got Cincinnati, that's 10-6, Buffalo 10-6, New England 10-6. So you got a bunch of, so basically what we're gonna have is, right, and like you just said, we are gonna have a point where we have 1, 2, 3 possible teams with 2 teams with 13 wins and 1 team with 12 wins. You know what I'm saying?
Playing wild card weekend.
Playing wild card weekend. So, you know, it's gonna
That's
be.
why I said, bro. Bro, listen, these playoffs right here, bro, gonna be real. Like, and I'm talking about real, bro. I'm gonna be in front of my TV chilling Saturday and Sunday. Like, yeah, these playoffs gonna be what it is. Yeah, so it's gonna be something to see.
It is gonna be something to see. Well,
It's
yeah,
gonna be something to see.
my boy Telly just put this up. My boy Matt Nagy will be getting fired.
Oh yeah,
So that is the Bears head coach. Man, he caught some horrible games this season. I
yeah,
didn't
man.
I didn't understand why. How can I put this? I don't understand why he benched Justin Fields the way he did. And then I felt like he put him out there in a couple bad situations. Some of that play calling for Justin Fields wasn't you know what I'm saying? Because like Justin Fields went out there and damn near got hurt trying to run him too much. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You moved up like 3 draft picks to get this cat. And then you really finna go out here and bang him up before the first quarter of the season? Like, come on, bro. I knew that writing was on the wall there, so he's getting fired, which is
Yeah.
which is which is um which is good because yeah, that's it. So yeah, man, we won't be able to know nothing till next week.
Yeah.
I take it next week. I take it.
Yeah. Saturday. Matter of fact, they got it's games
We
on
got some
Saturday too.
games on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be able to know next Saturday and Sunday. So by end of night Sunday, because it won't be no more Monday, right?
No, tomorrow's the last Monday night game of the season.
Okay, so tomorrow's last Monday night. So yeah, Tully
It's
said
gonna it's gonna things gonna fall off like tonight. Like for instance, you'll get Green Bay beat Minnesota tonight, most likely. So Minnesota, you can go and kick them out of the hunt for the most part because tonight
Minnesota
they'll
be
be.
out the hunt. What's they ain't even won 7
Well, they
games.
got them in the hunt. They're on the bubble. They're 7-8. So like they would need to win tonight, win next week. They need the Niners to lose next week. They would need
They need too much. They
say
don't.
yeah, exactly.
They
Exactly.
they
So
need too
yeah.
much to get into the game.
But
So
on
they
the official side, they'll be out tonight. If Carolina would have beat the Saints today,
the
then we
Carolina
would have
Saints that would have put the 49ers in, but
would have punched our
I was
ticket.
glad they
But
didn't. Ain't no
it's
point in
straight.
winning the game because maybe secure the draft pick. Don't be out here trying to win no damn game. Secure the draft.
Exactly, bro. You might well going to get your pick, bro.
Hey, go ahead and get a pick. Secure the draft
Yeah,
pick.
so I just find I like it like that though, because now we got to show up next week against the Rams, and I will get in either way because we own the tiebreaker over Philly. So the only thing could hurt us is if Philly won, I think, and the Saints won. But we should be straight.
I thought Philly won.
No, I'm talking about they won today. I'm saying if they won next week. I'm trying to find out how we could possibly fall out of the playoffs. I don't. It's hard for us because we own the tiebreaker. See, like for instance, Dallas got Philly next week. Dallas got to win, so they're gonna be playing everybody. You
Oh,
know what
okay.
I mean? So I'll be rooting for them sorry bastards next week. They don't
Jimmy,
all want to, but I'll root for them next week just in case we lose to the Rams. At least they can go ahead and knock Philly off, and then that should guarantee us a spot.
well, I just hope. So what's up with Jimmy G? Since you a 49ers fan, Jimmy G staying or going, bro? Y'all. Didn't y'all trade to get him?
Bro, so we traded to get Jimmy G.
He
So,
got, he
like I
got
said,
this season.
and and I'm that Niners fan, bro. I'm talking about I'm getting details. so so originally the call was really for Brady. The call really was for Brady. Belichick was cool with it. Robert Kraft wasn't. That's how we ended up getting Jimmy G. Jimmy came in the end of the season, bro. We went on a. I mean, I think dude finished the season like 6-0, something like that. I'm like, cool. Next year we're gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? He'll be there for a full year. Well, week 1, week 2, towards ACL against Kansas City. Okay, so he out, done for that year. I was like, damn, but not for Jimmy getting hurt. I say next year, cool. We make it to the Super Bowl. Um, he's straight, bro. Start under Brady. Jimmy does not play with confidence. That's Jimmy's problem. He will be in another uniform next year.
I
That's
100% agree with that.
yeah.
Honestly, this is how I see this playing out. I think Jimmy G will either be in a Jacksonville uniform or I say this, right? I say this. Jacksonville, the Saints, or the Browns. Because Jameis gonna come back. And New Orleans is riding hard behind Jameis. He tore his Achilles this year, right? That was his Achilles. Yeah, so
Hard injury to come back from.
yeah, that's hard. But he gonna do. I feel like James gonna put that work in,
They're
right?
gonna stick out with him. Yeah, he know he
So,
got an opportunity.
so they tore. So
Um,
he gonna come back because he was doing all right. So they
yeah.
tore his Achilles. He tore his Achilles. So I think Giant Saints are still. You know what? I didn't think about the Steelers. So I think that
I'm gonna tell you where I see him at. AOC, who we played today, the Texans.
you gonna send him at Texas.
I can see him there. I can see him.
But
I can see him going there.
I can say this, right? I think that the Texans, because their GM is probably stupid as fuck. He is a dumbass fucking GM, right? He's probably gonna draft a quarterback this year. I can see that. Now, mind you, maybe we can have this conversation next week, but I really don't see any quarterbacks in the first round worth drafting this season. I don't
No,
see nobody. I don't see nobody. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, DH. The best quarterback that's gonna be drafted, it'll probably be Archie Manning, the little Manning boy, and he's still in high school. Unless somebody next year in college football steps up. Because wait, Bryce Young and the little cat from Ohio State. Those two dudes played their ass off. So if they have a good season next year. Oh, and shout out my boy. If I tell you what, if my boy from the University of Miami, Tyler Van Dyke, has a good season under Mario Cristobal next season, he could be a potential draft like quarterback. But I don't see nobody like that pops out that says draft me, draft me, draft me. Um, I think the
and
Texans. I think the Texans are either going to take somebody that they probably shouldn't have took, or they're going to draft a quarterback, which I think could be both stupid ass ideas.
yeah,
Um,
we got to get him off our books. I would say because I think next
how
year
much is
Jimmy G
Patrick?
like shit. I think he's gonna be like 26 next year, somewhere up in there. Yeah, but I'm gonna say this: John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. I think the last couple of years made some dumb decisions, especially last year. I'm not sold on Trey Lance. I'm just not. I'm not. I
And he a
understand he's a
rookie.
rookie. He's a rookie. But even when they drafted him, I wasn't sold on him. Now we tried to get Aaron Rodgers, but Green Bay wouldn't pull the trigger. The Niners knew they were gonna ride Jimmy out this year. They knew this. See, we're horrible in the secondary. Like I look at things, bro. We could have drafted Tavon Diggs. Like we could have drafted DBs and made things happen. They knew they was gonna ride Jimmy out. This should have been the plan. Save all that draft capital that we had, ride Jimmy out, wait for Aaron Rodgers to hit free agency.
Well, Aaron Rodgers basically finna pull if I don't like the team, I'm gonna retire on your ass type move.
Yeah, but see, he's about to be a free agent. His contract, he's in the free agency. So I think we're still gonna go after Aaron Rodgers. Make Trey still sit behind Aaron Rodgers. Trey Lance is not gonna be ready next year, bro.
Listen, I don't think the 49ers gonna sit. Cause you know what? Like this, right? And it depends. It all depends, man. Cause I don't see Trey Lance sitting behind Aaron Rodgers happily, because you seen Jordan Love been sitting behind Rodgers for like 3 years now, and that relationship is so torn and strained. So I don't see Trey Lance sitting.
Yeah.
I feel like if the 49ers do that, right, if they tell Trey Lance you got to sit behind Rodgers, I think Trey Lance gonna be like, bro, well, send me back in there, because Rodgers finna play another 3, 4, 5 seasons. Rodgers gonna play 3 or 4.
That's why we shouldn't have made the move.
Yeah, I think Trey Lance has a potential to be good. So if Rodgers does come to the 49ers, I don't see Trey Lance staying there behind Rodgers.
I think we need to try to ship him off anyway, bro. But now it's like you're clearly not going to get back what you paid out for him, what you moved up to pay out for him. But I think they just had so many options, bro. Like, Deshaun Watson wasn't going to play again in Houston. So, like, you could have worked out something to ship Jimmy G to Houston. And
the problem is Houston want too much for the Watson. I love Watson. I think he's talent. I think he's one of the greatest quarterbacks under 26, I believe. But you want too much. These motherfuckers want 3 first-round picks. They want a second-round pick.
But that's what we gave up for Trey, right?
Stupid.
Bro, that's why I was blown. Like, no, bro, like we made a trade to the Dolphins or something like that. Bro, in a sense, the Niners ended up trading like 3 first-round picks to move up to draft Trey Lance. It was just dumb.
My boy said, you don't want to choke Rodgers. Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers is good for fucking up an NFC Championship game.
Hey, he is, but look who he lost to, bro.
You know what? That's true. Rodgers is going to Denver. Yeah, because you know what? You're right, because Denver ain't put no kind of effort in getting the fucking quarterback. They've been holding out for Rodgers for a minute, bro. Denver ain't put no effort. Let's see.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be something to see though. Like you can never know, never tell when it comes to everything in the league, bro. It's always up and down. All I know is I'm ready for the playoffs. Either way the Super Bowl go, it's gonna be a damn good Super Bowl. The way these teams play a ball. If I gotta call a Super Bowl right now, if I gotta call one, I'm calling Green Bay and shit. ALC so wishy-washy.
Man, I can't call it to the end of the. I probably can't call it after the first round of the playoffs. I probably won't be able to call it to the end because I'm like you. You don't even know the seeding right now because right now you still got 2 11-5 teams sitting 1 and 2, and you still got 2 10-6 teams sitting 3 and 4. So you won't know till the end.
Depends on what Jimmy G showed up for us here.
Hey, he hurt. He hurt right now.
He got torn ligament in his finger. He's supposed to be back next week.
We'll see. All I'm saying is don't get out there and start running Trey Lance like y'all crazy.
That's what I'm, bro.
Don't pull up. So listen, who you think going on Black Monday, the first Monday after the regular season? besides Matt Nagy. We know he fired.
The Giants said they got plans on bringing their coach back, but I think he out of there too.
You think he gone too?
Yeah, I think he gonna be gone too.
Let's see the Giants. You think the Lions? You think the Lions gonna get rid of their coach?
No, they're gonna bring him back because technically, Detroit was in a lot of games. Their record don't reflect the games that they like how they lost games. They had a
Be real with you. Remember that season they went 0-16?
yeah.
We keep forgetting they had 3 overtime games that year.
Yeah, bro.
Detroit,
Yeah.
Detroit has never been the team that just like it's not like Detroit get blown out. And plus, Detroit had a whole tie. You know what I'm saying? So it's the Detroit show up every once in a while. It's just like, man, y'all just can't catch a break.
Yeah, bro. It's just there's some teams just like cursed. Like, yeah. But I think a lot of it come down from like ownership. They'll just hire anybody or
They go
no.
to the hot move.
Yeah, bro. You gotta kind of like you gotta have expectations, and as an owner, you gotta hold your GM and your coaches accountable for it, and just know too that everybody can't mix. Like everybody does not mix. John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, they got a good relationship. They mix. But Bill Belichick, you don't need no damn GM. He's your GM. He's your coach. You know what I mean? But chemistry, bro, chemistry matters a lot in everything that goes on. And if you lack chemistry and stuff, it's tough.
Hey, that's why I said it. Under Jerry Jones, the Cowboys have never won a Super Bowl. I feel like that man is too busy trying to sell tickets and jerseys and win football games, bro.
And he's always down in the coach's business. He's not an owner. He's in the coach's business. Like,
he is the GM though.
I know, but that's the thing though.
He too close. You need to stay an owner, bro.
Period.
The only
time
you need to be seen is when it's checks that need to be cut and coaches and GMs that need to be fired. Other than that,
because if that's the case, don't hire no coach. Come down to coach the team yourself.
That would almost mean that he would have to take responsibility for his shitty choices, not on it.
Exactly.
Look, listen, that's all we got for y'all tonight, people. DH, I appreciate you coming through, my brother, and talking a little football.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? We gonna try to make this a little regular thing tonight. We'll just give it a kind of
rolling, especially going into these playoffs.
Yeah, we're gonna try to make this a regular thing. Keep y'all kind of updated. Just a little real talk version of a little football talk for y'all lovely people. Our boy Telly was having some internet troubles. Telly, if you need us to get on the phone with Comcast and holler at them, let me know. And get that shit straight. But listen, before we go, I got a little short snippet from our boy Tony Ultra. It's called Heavy, and we got a little snippet for y'all this evening.
Yeah. Heavy. Hey, look. Name heavy, chain heavy. I don't take it lightly. Gang heavy, they ain't test me cause they love their life. We got the game excited. We reigniting it, trying to hold some weight in the lyrics when I be writing.
Hey, yeah, so y'all go check out our brother Tony Ultra, streaming on all platforms, and make sure you check all our podcasts out. Me and DH be back on Tuesday at 8:30.
Yes, sir.
Be back Tuesday for our first show of the new year. We're bringing in the new year with a bang. Make sure you tune in on Friday to catch our boy Coach A with Impact Podcast. Tune in Saturday for Family Talk, and if we should be on next Sunday But and make sure you tune in to our boy Jimmy and Telly for the final round boxing. And we are out. Peace. We will see y'all on the flip side.